Welcome. In this video, we're going to take a look at how to use BIM Links inside of Dalux FM. BIM Links is an advanced feature on how to take advantage of good 3D models with uniform parameters and information to create BIM instances that can be used for creation or connection to assets. It's important to note that BIM Links has an effect on the entire Dalux FM system, so we have to have a uniform way of working with parameters and also be aware that once we upload new models in the future, they're also going to affect those. In today's example, we're going to look at two different buildings. Both of them have 3D models and both have fire doors in them. Those fire doors have their information in the same parameter, and therefore we can make a BIM link to create BIM instances from both buildings at once. If I had other buildings with 3D models in that had the same parameters, those would be affected as well. Let's go to Settings and then select BIM and Documentation and then select BIM Link. Now we want to set up our BIM link. In this case, let's call it Fire Doors EI30. The EI30 is my classification for the type of fire door. Then we have to set a classification. That's where our BIM instances and therefore our assets ultimately goes. In this case, I'm going to find some doors to put this in. Let's put it in interior swinging doors. Now we're ready to edit our BIM filters. This is how the BIM server sees our models and what parameters they're going to take a look into. To do that, we have to select an example building. So I take this one and click Select. And then that takes us to the Dalux 3D viewer. Now I have to find one of the objects that I want to have in my BIM link. In this case, I know that this door has the information that I need. By clicking it, I can then go to Properties and see all of the parameters from the 3D model. Right here you can see that I have a parameter called Fire Class EI30. If I want to use that, I can click the funnel and then that's going to be applied to my filter over here. You can see that my filter finds several objects as well as different families. If I wanted to further add to my filter, I could keep going with all of the information over here, therefore narrowing the search. But for now, it's good for me to know that it's EI30, and therefore I'm ready to click OK. Now I have set up my BIM link, and I can click OK again. And then Save. And as soon as I click Save, now the BIM links will start to do their magic. So if I go to Assets, you can see that processing is in progress. This will take an amount of time depending on the complexity of the BIM links and the amount of models it has to go through. Now my processing has been done. I can see that by this one says processing done. And now I'm in my BIM instances and inside new BIM instances. Let's try and find the buildings that we were working with. So I'm going to go to building name and then search my building 1 and my building 2. And now you can see that I actually have one door from building 1 and then 7 doors from building 2. I can also see where they're situated on the floor. And if I'm in doubt of what element they are, I can always click Show in 3D. And that's going to take me to the particular object right here. Now that I have my BIM instances, I can then use them to either link or create assets. If I have an existing asset in my system that I want to link to, simply select the BIM instances and click Link to Asset. If I want to link more BIM instances at once, I could do this by selecting with Shift or Control and then click Link to Asset. This is going to link all of the doors in Building 2 into a single asset already existing in the system. If I want to use my BIM instances to create new assets, all I have to do is select my BIM instances one by one and then select Create Asset from BIM Instance. That's going to take all of my placement information about my object and load it into an asset, ready for me to fill out as I want it. This is a fast way of creating multiple instances of assets if I know that my 3D models contain the information that I can build upon. That's all for this video. See you again next time.